Welcome to Live Interactive English. I'm Matt.
And I'm Nina. And today we're talking about part 2 of Guayaquil, Ecuador's Pearl of the Pacific.
So in part 1, we learned a little bit about Guayaquil. We learned that it is a port city and a very important port city for Ecuador as it gives them access to the Pacific Ocean. We also learned that it has been an important port city for a long time, and it's been that way since it was founded by a Spanish conquistador.
Yes.
Then we also learned that the city was one of the main sites in Ecuador's war for independence. So when they wanted to be free from the Spanish rulers, they actually came and declared this city a free city, free from Spanish rule.
Yeah, so there's a lot of history to it, right? And when it comes to attractions, they did mention Santa Ana Hill, which is known for all of the colorful houses and shops and art galleries. So even the shops, some of which are over 400 years old.
That's right. So we can see that Guayaquil clearly has a lot of interesting history and a long history with shop houses that old and, you know, some important history for the country of Ecuador.
Yes.
I think we're going to learn some more about some other reasons to visit Guayaquil and other things you can see there as we get into part 2.
All right.
Once you reach the base of Santa Ana Hill, head to the lighthouse with the blue and white stripes that overlooks the city. You can take the 444 stairs up to the top and enjoy the plazas, fountains, and parks along the way. The walk may take well over 25 minutes, but it offers an amazing view of the city.
Hi everyone. Today we're looking at part 2 of Guayaquil, Ecuador's Pearl of the Pacific.
Okay, I'm excited to learn more about it. So let's get into the article. Once you reach the base of Santa Ana Hill, head to the lighthouse with the blue and white stripes that overlooks the city. Okay, so blue and white stripes. So a stripe is a strip on the surface of something that is a different color from the surrounding surface. So for example, Hank's shirt has red and yellow stripes. So it's basically just lines, right, of different colors in this case.
So it overlooks the city. So to overlook is usually when something is at a higher place and looks down on, it overlooks the city. It's over the city because it's above it, and it looks down on the city, so it overlooks the city. So for example, our hotel room overlooks the lake. Okay, now this is an interesting lighthouse in the city. You know, in Taiwan there are several very interesting and pretty lighthouses. Have you seen any of them?
Which one, for example?
Well, for example, in Pending, there's a very famous lighthouse near the furthest southern point of Taiwan.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen that one before.
And there's a couple I think in Penghu, but you have to take a boat to get to them, but it's very beautiful. It's great for, you know, taking selfies and stuff.
Okay,
nice.
So it's always nice when you go to a high place and can overlook the view, right?
You can take the 444 stairs up to the top and enjoy the plazas, fountains, and parks along the way. The walk may take well over 25 minutes, but it offers an amazing view of the city.
Well, 25 minutes is actually quite short, right?
That's not that bad, That sounds doable as long as you're, you know, healthy.
Yeah, and you can see amazing views of the city.
It should be worth it, if you get to, so enjoy the plazas and the fountains. So it's plaza being like a square where people can sit and do things, and it has fountains, so water, and sounds like a great place to go.
Yeah, so it's amazing, right? Amazing is an adjective. It means extremely surprising or really nice, right? So for example, she's an amazing singer and will be famous one day. So when you're amazing at something, then you're just really good at it.
Yeah, that's right. The word amazing actually means essentially to be amazed. Amazed is like surprised in a really good way.
Yes.
But when we use the word amazing as an adjective, we really usually just mean very, very good.
Yes.
So it doesn't not necessarily make you go, but it does mean it's just very, very good.
Yeah, I could say Matt is an amazing host.
Thank you. And Nina is also an amazing host.
Thank you. All right.
So we've been learning about this amazing city of Guayaquil, and I think we still have some more to learn, maybe about their, local cuisine and some other things that you can do if you get the chance to visit Guayaquil, the Pearl of the Pacific.
All right, let's listen to more of that after the break. Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。我们在第一天的课程读到，瓜亚基尔之旅一定要去参观圣塔安娜山才算完整。那么课文就建议我们说，一抵达圣塔安娜山脚下，就前往可以俯瞰城市的蓝白条纹灯塔。你可以爬这个444阶的阶梯到达山顶，欣赏沿途的广场啊、喷泉和公园。那这段路程可能会远远超过25分钟，但是它的景色非常令人赞叹。好，单字 stripe 它就表示条纹或是线条。那么 overlook 这个动词可以表达俯瞰或是眺望，它也有忽略的意思。那么 amazing 则是形容令人称奇的、惊人的。好，这边一个重点，我们进入文法时间。好，我们来看这个重点是 once 当连接词可以表达一怎么样就怎么样，就相当于 as soon as， 用来引导副词子句，表示说某事一发生，另一件事就跟着发生。举例来说 ，once the water in the pot starts to boil, add your noodles and cook for 5 minutes。锅子里的水一沸腾，就把面放进去煮5分钟哦。好，接回到课文中。
The local dishes in Guayaquil are also a must, from fried green plantains to Ecuadorian-style ceviche and soup made with onion, fish, and coconut milk. Everything here is to die for. You can also pair any of these dishes with a cool chicha, a local drink made from corn or yucca. After recharging with a snack, head to Seminario Park for a unique sight. There you will see the Guayaquil Metropolitan Cathedral, which was rebuilt after the original cathedral burned down in 1892. Watch your step while you're at the park, though, or you may end up disturbing one of the many green iguanas that have been residents of the park for years. On the whole, Guayaquil has something for everyone. The beautiful river city will capture your heart and make you want to go back year after year.
Hey everyone, we're continuing to talk about this Ecuadorian city of Guayaquil, and we're talking about some of the things that you can see and do if you go there to visit.
Yes, and now I'm really excited to learn more about what you can eat there. So continuing, the local dishes in Guayaquil are also a must, from fried green plantains to Ecuadorian-style ceviche and soup made with onion, fish, and coconut milk. Everything here is to die for. Okay, so when you say something is to die for, it means that it's worth dying for, that it's so good, right?
It's so good that you would die to have it or to do it or whatever it is. It's to die for, worth dying to have. So it's going to be very good.
Yeah, it's probably very good.
So we mentioned Ecuadorian ceviche. Ceviche is a dish made from fresh fish and it's cured using usually citrus like lime or lemon juice to make it seem like it's cooked because it changes the meat, but it's not actually cooked. It's actually raw fish, sort of like sashimi.
That's super cool.
So they also have a soup that has onions in it. So onions are a white round vegetable with many layers, and it's a very strong flavored vegetable. Actually, if you're cutting it, you might find that it makes you cry.
Yes.
And if you ever eat it without cooking it, it's probably going to make your breath pretty stinky.
Yeah, that's usually the case.
And yeah, it makes a lot of foods taste good though. So, for example, Margaret picked the onions out of her salad.
So she's not an onion fan.
Right. I think a lot of people maybe don't like onions because it is a very strong flavor when they're not cooked. So some people, especially children, I think, might not care for onions.
So continuing.
You can also pair any of these dishes with a cool chicha, a local drink made from corn or yuca.
Oh, that's interesting.
So that sounds like a corn soup, but it's a drink? I don't know. It sounds like something I'd like to try.
Yeah, when you go there, right?
I love trying the local foods whenever I travel anywhere. So it's very important to really find out what are the most sort of things that local people really eat, so you can have a chance to try, to experience life like a local.
As you should. So continuing, after recharging with a snack, head to Seminario Park for a unique sight. There you will see the Guayaquil Metropolitan Cathedral, which was rebuilt after the original cathedral burned down in 1892.
Okay, so a cathedral is a large church. So a place where people go to pray and learn about religion, and it's a large cathedral. So this cathedral that you can see now is a newer one because the original cathedral burned down in 1892. So original meaning the first or the one before there were any copies or others made. So the original cathedral is no longer there. So this new cathedral is not the original, it's a newer one. So for example, the original painting was stolen from the museum and never recovered.
Oh, they never got it back.
Watch your step while you're at the park though, or you may end up disturbing one of the many green iguanas that have been residents of the park for years.
Ooh, you can see iguanas there. That's cool.
So that's it. You can see some animals while you're in this park as well.
So disturb, you don't want to disturb these iguanas. Disturb is a verb. It means to interrupt what someone is doing or bothering them, right? So for example, Alex doesn't like to be disturbed when he's reading. On a whole, Guayaquil has something for everyone. The beautiful river city will capture your heart and make you want to go back year after year.
So again and again, you're going to keep going back every year. Once you've been there once, you want to go again.
Yeah, sounds very expensive too. All right, what do you think? Matt, have you ever visited a city with a unique history and character like Guayaquil? Like, if so, can you share your experience with us or compare it with Guayaquil?
I think an interesting city that I've been to is a city called San Sebastian in Spain.
Oh, wow.
So this city, it also has, an older history, and it's also a seaside city that's on the Atlantic, not the Pacific. And it has a hill you can climb. It has a large statue at the top. And what I really like about it is that it has this old town of very old streets. And it also has very old shop houses like Guayaquil.
Probably quite similar, right? Because it is.
It's also, Spanish. It's a Spanish city, and of course, Guayaquil was built as a Spanish colony. So, it has these old shops and old streets that you can walk down and eat local food, and it makes it a great place to visit, much like it seems like Guayaquil is.
All right, that sounds super cool, and I'm so happy that I learned so much more about Guayaquil in Ecuador. Makes me want to visit so much more now.
I'm planning my trip right now, so I'm going to head off and start planning, and we'll see you later.
All right, goodbye everyone.
Bye.
好，那接着当然要介绍瓜亚基尔当地必吃的美食喽，像是这个厄瓜多风味的这种酸橘汁腌鱼，还有用洋葱啊、鱼和椰奶做成的汤等等，每一道都令人垂涎三尺。那文中用到 to die for， 就是非常诱人的、令人垂涎的那种意思。那么单字 onion 就表示洋葱。刚刚 Matt 老师他有提到这个 ceviche。它就是指酸橘汁腌鱼，那通常是用莱姆汁或是柠檬汁来腌生鱼。老师有用到 cure C-U-R-E 这个动词，它就可以表达用盐腌啊，或者是烟熏等等方法去加工保存。还有提到 citrus 它表示柑橘类水果，还有 lime 则是莱姆或是酸橙。课文接着建议我们说，在享用点心补充能量之后，就前往列西公园来欣赏独特的风景。那边呢有瓜亚基尔大都会主教座堂，它是在原本的主教座堂烧毁后重建的。不过啊，你在公园里面走路的时候要小心，否则可能会打扰到公园里面的绿鬣蜥哦。那么 iguana 就是鬣蜥蜴的意思。好，那么单字 original 它是形容原作的、起初的，它也可以当名词来表达原作、原创或是原著。那么 disturb 这个动词它表示打扰、扰乱。好，这边2个重点，我们进入文法时间。好，我们来看第一个重点是片语动词 burn down 的意思与用法。第一种呢，可以做不及物用去表达烧毁、焚毁，尤其是指向建筑物的烧毁，或者是指火燃尽。好，举例来说 ，The factory burned down in 1995。那间工厂在1995年被烧毁了。那第二个呢，它可以当及物用去表达将什么烧毁，使烧成平地的意思。像 A fire in 1995 burned down the factory。1995年的一场大火将那间工厂烧毁了。好，第二个重点是 end up， 它表示最后处于什么，结果是什么什么。end up 后面呢，你可以接分词、接形容词、接名词或者是介系词片语。我们看2个例句。They ended up having instant noodles for dinner。结果他们最后是吃泡面当晚餐。那这边我们是在 end up 后面是接现在分词 having。Daniel is afraid that he might end up alone. Daniel 担心自己最后可能会孤零零一个人。那这边是接形容词 alone。好，那以上是今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
Once you reach the base of Santa Ana Hill, head to the lighthouse with the blue and white stripes that overlooks the city. You can take the 444 stairs up to the top and enjoy the plazas, fountains, and parks along the way. The walk may take well over 25 minutes, but it offers an amazing view of the city. The local dishes in Guayaquil are also a must, from fried green plantains to Ecuadorian-style ceviche and soup made with onion, fish, and coconut milk. Everything here is to die for. You can also pair any of these dishes with a cool chicha, a local drink made from corn or yucca. After recharging with a snack, head to Seminario Park for a unique sight. There you will see the Guayaquil Metropolitan Cathedral, which was rebuilt after the original cathedral burned down in 1892. Watch your step while you're at the park, though, or you may end up disturbing one of the many green iguanas that have been residents of the park for years. On the whole, Guayaquil has something for everyone. The beautiful river city will capture your heart and make you want to go back year after year.
Taiwan Folklore Museum stands behind a luscious lawn and some dense trees. The museum is a southern Fujian-style structure that contrasts with the surrounding high-rise buildings. This stark difference between the old and the new attracts many visitors. The museum was modeled after the homes of wealthy families during the late Qing Dynasty and early Republic of China. Through the special architectural style and displays, visitors have a chance to understand the lifestyle of that era. The museum also serves as a sanctuary from the hubbub of metropolitan Taichung. The park covers an area of 1.6 hectares and was opened on March 1, 1990. The exhibits in the museum are distributed throughout the folklore area and folk arts area.